Welcome to the BFIT podcast. It's part 2 where Bernardo gets to interview me. We go really deep once again. Ons praat 'n bietjie oor fasting. What relationship do you have with fasting? Bernardo was left thinking, and I was left to tell him that he mustn't feel judged. And you must also not feel judged, because this is a space where you get education. See you inside the episode.
Welcome back to the BFIT podcast. We are here on, would we call it episode 2 or just part 2? It's just part 2.
Part 2, yes.
Yeah, part 2 with Thabiso Khambule.
My heart. The last time we got very deep.
Yeah, many dink dit gaan nou nie diep wees nie. We've got about 55 minutes. Het jy nou gedink ek gaan ophou met die diep goed? As the camera, if the camera was on a couple minutes ago, we were talking about some real deep matters. But we won't go there. How are you today?
Lekker. Yo.
How was your workout?
No, maar the least killed me. I feel like sleeping.
You feel like sleeping?
Yes.
Okay, so is it nap time with Thabiso vandag?
So that's the thing. No, but it's a good thing, because I know that I worked, and I know that I worked hard. Yeah.
It was a caught up session.
This guy's outing me in front of you, in front of the people.
So the next question, my first question, meneer Thabiso, hoe like your average training week?
I was bad this week, guys. So it's like a week that anybody kind of like sometimes have.
We all have it.
You didn't train for 5 days, and then the 5th day you come, and then it's murder.
It's murder, yeah. But also it happens, like middle of the winter, you find yourself, everyone, it's not necessarily that you move slower, but everyone else moves slower.
Very true, but this as well is I'm gonna share something with Bernardo now that I haven't shared with him before, and he's gonna crap me out for not sharing with him. But my knees has been sore, so I've been postponing
my knees are.
I've been postponing to go jog because I'm thoughtful of that my knie gaan seer raak as ek nou draf, which is a bad thing.
No, I'm actually you think I'll be mad at that? I'm actually for that. Everyone here knows that I'm definitely one of the first people to tell an athlete to rest when there's a niggle, because this also falls in with our previous conversation, and obviously lead up into the conversation and a lot about the questions, because as I said, I want the part 2 because I want to go deeper into that, and 100%. Who you are, where you come from, your mission, visions, and views in life. Obviously unravel, that's what an interview is, you dig a little bit into the person's life. You see, I'm getting good at this, I'm doing my research.
Too good.
I grab my research. So one of the biggest mistakes we're making in this era is, it's push through it, shame, jy weet, gaan. And most of the people that at the age of 40 to 50 that were like really intense, or let's say hardworking athletes, or people that just push themselves in the sense of comrades and Ironmans and that, all the people that had that mindset of just push through, 40 to 50, all knee operations, back operations, and their quality of life in their 60s and 70s are really bad. So if you look more to the Eastern Norwegian side or the Scandinavian side, which I like to refer to as Eastern and Scandinavian, when the body is sore, you rest, because they see recovery as part of training, because it's all about practice. They say practice makes perfect, and not training makes perfect. Because training is just repetition, and practice is learning. Practice is being taught. So he says it's also you teaching the person and learning how to rest, and how to say, I've had 5 good weeks, I didn't miss anything, I'm on a roll. We never want to let it go. We're like, wanneer gaan dit nou eindig, and then just body sore, it's tapped out, it's reached the threshold limit. Rest, take a chill week, still maybe train once or twice instead of 6 times, and then the week after that you feel fully refueled, and you can go again.
100%.
So I enjoy that. Thank you. Please, guys, this is also a reminder for everyone out there, seeing that it's the BFIT podcast. Look after your knees, please, especially in the winter. And just remember there's not a lot of oxygen because the air quality is a little bit less because there's no humidity. So it's very dry, it's very cold. There's a lot of dust. So yeah, your filter, your air filter is working overtime, and your lungs
as well.
It's also. So just for everyone out there thinking that they're going to break their PBs on the long runs and all of that.
It's not going to happen.
Please do that in August and September, when there's the humidity comes back and there's a bit more oxygen. Okay, once is any worth out, please.
Note
okay,
yeah.
Awesome stuff. So, meneer Thabiso, sê vir my. Braaibroodjies of mieliepap?
Yo, that's a difficult one, eh? I love pap because I basically grew up with pap, and then I got to the bougie side of life. Only when I got to Pretoria, I really learned about braaibroodjies.
So that's something only experienced later in your life.
Yes, and I must say I love them. Sometimes I'm picky with what I eat, especially now that I've lost weight and that I've literally just maintained it, so I'm picky with what I eat. So normally I'd leave the bread out, even the pap now I leave out. But if I had to choose, it would have to be pap.
It would be pap, the old faithful. I'm also a mieliepap in any form. Yeah, in any form. Krummel pap, stywe pap, slap pap. Slap pap goes with sugar and butter. I was raised by a Ndebele lady.
Then I'm fit to Papa way.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Pap, you are there, yes.
What else?
They're perfect.
And
perfect
you eat Monday to Friday pap, but every day it was a different pap.
Yes.
So it was krummel pap with milk, no sugar. Then the Tuesday was stywe pap with butter, no sugar. Then the Wednesday you get the soft one with butter and sugar, and then it just keeps doing that.
100%, man. It's quite amazing that you say, you know what, I noticed that because of my upbringing, when you eat clean, it's a lot of repeat eating of the same things. And I noticed that in a way subconsciously made me ready for now, because now I also have to eat the same things over and over and over again. But now I have knowledge of why I'm eating the same things over and over again. It's literally for better quality of life and for better quality of what you're eating. It's more going after what the food can give you in your body than going after the taste. That is
100%. Yeah, 100%. And it's also yet again that process. Like if you are okay, if you are conditioned to eat simple 100%. And eat the same thing, it's not an issue. But
it's not an issue at all.
You see, the tough life, it's good. You see, for everyone out there, even
taught me something.
You must allow better your children. They must not get used to comfort, ever. And you do that. That's abuse. But let me ask you. Obviously, this is it's a little bit of a personal question. People might think it's a bit stupid, but I think at the end of the day, we're trying to uncover a lot of thought processes of people,
sure.
And seeing that and knowing that it's valuable. I think more question I'm asking: what is in your house then, in the sense of what do you feed your kids? I don't want to go like...
It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing that you said that.
As our box pop in the house, as the Cocoa Pops does.
It was weird, man, because I'm a strict eater. I subconsciously expected that from my family, but that was very wrong of me, because I can't expect my 6-year-old and my 15-year-old, even my wife, to be eating what I'm eating, because I don't think we are conditioned the same. We definitely don't come from the same background. We are a blended family. So I had to in a way make peace with the fact that I'm going to lead this house and I'm going to be an example, and they should look at the example I want to follow. And literally, slowly but surely, that's what started happening.
Oh, I see. You did it the slow, organic way. The right way.
Not at all. Just the right way. Show them what I eat. And it's quite amazing, because it's a weird thing that your healthy foods are a little bit more expensive. But one thing that I actually told my wife is that, I believe that because we're eating healthy, God will provide for that. Yes, I'm not against because on Saturday I just eat whatever I want to eat, but during the week and starting actually on a Sunday, I literally eat clean, and I guess it literally just filtered down to the rest of the home.
But I like how you said, and sorry for me saying organic, but that's what I mean. It happens organically.
Yeah,
it's not like you said. You guys have to eat like this, or otherwise it's like almost like let me do my thing.
Yes.
I'll still supply for them, and slowly but surely, it just accidentally changed.
Yeah.
No, that's quite amazing, eh? That's awesome.
Definitely. No, it does. It feels amazing. It feels good. It literally also just stamped that whole fact of lead by example and do it in practice, not just in words.
Yeah, not just stand there. Hey, you guys must eat this and eat this, and then you stand there and eat. It's almost like this morning, because usually from Monday to Friday I eat, I would say 90% clean.
Yeah.
Like on Monday nights when we have a podcast, every now and again I'll maybe grab like a cool drink or something like that. But generally it's my water can and basic
100%.
food and clean and organic. And then Saturdays I'll have like a very dirty lunch, and supper it'll be clean again. And Sundays I usually fast until like 4 in the afternoon, and then I'll eat a healthy meal. But vandaag, I was sitting there inside. I don't know if you saw it. I think you guys are out, but I was sitting there eating chicken mayo burgers, and I had like 3 of them. I had like 3 of them, but while I'm eating it, I'm talking to Vera and I'm going, "How's your eating, Vera? Are you eating well? And it's so lovely. It's so lovely to hear that. It's because sometimes I do feel a bit hypocritical in a lot of senses. Especially with looking after the body. So it can be misleading sometimes.
No, I would say not at all. Allow me to encourage you, man. Like, you look good. Like, this guy looks so good. Like, when I walk in here sometimes I'm like, Tabs, what are you doing wrong? What's wrong with your life?
No, looks can be deceiving. Looks can really be deceiving. But what I say is, thank you, I appreciate it. But I think it comes down to, not trying to take glory or trying to, belittle myself. It's just that thing of, we always have something that we are a little bit hypocritical about. I think it's also from our insecurities, and this will almost like lead into the next question, or topic, more of like an open question, that they usually say that the thing that bothers us the most is usually what we struggle with, if that makes sense.
It does, 100%.
Like you get where I'm going with this. For example, we are impatient in the sense of, let's say you struggled with something, let's say for example the traffic, right? And you're now in that battle of calming down more, but you're the first one to point a finger and be like, yay, come here. We all hate traffic. It's always like, so in my sense, and in this whole training thing, I am a bit hypocritical in certain ways. But I mean, as a father, I think you can also understand, being the example, I need to be the example here. That leads into my question, being the example of our household, doing what you're doing, busy, up and down, you have to keep it up there. You have to drink enough water. You have to prioritize sleep on certain days. If you go weekends, gigs, 2 nights in a row, it's the whole night through. Gigs finish 2-3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. You get home, 3-4 in the morning. It's, it's crash and burn. There's so much that's happening, that you keeping that example, it's quite tough. It's definitely quite tough. So my next question would be, in that, leading as an example, eating healthy, how difficult is it to balance your routines around training, because you don't always get the same amount of sleep? There's a lot of inconsistencies that obviously you keep the consistencies where you can, but because it's like early nights, late nights, early nights, late nights, weekends, late, and then it's like almost like then one day just completely off, and then work. You have a very, obviously in the part 1 we heard that it's a very, you're a very diverse person. You have definitely entrepreneurial spirit and definitely an entrepreneurial mind, and you are an entrepreneur because you can't do so many things, different things, and not be an entrepreneur. How difficult is it to to get into a good, a good routine in the sense of training? Because now we know water and eating, but how difficult is it to keep a good, solid routine in training?
Yo, man, what a question. Wait. It's extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult, especially because it's sometimes on season and off season as well. I think just like any athlete, they have their on season and their off season. So for me, my hectic season is basically between September and December. That's when I work quite a lot. So there isn't really time to train. There isn't really time to even eat right because you're on the road the whole time. I literally this year, after my November, het ek sulke boepie gekry, and I was like, in Tabs, you're going to do things different this year. Even if you have to, in between, go jog at least, even if you can't get into the gym, but go jog, and make sure that you eat right. I've already changed my, we get a hospitality rider, so we basically can then tell the people that, okay, this is what we want to eat when we arrive there, whatever the case may be. I've changed that whole menu. I'm not going to eat what the people are eating there. I'm literally going to try and eat the cleanest food that I can. If it's in the morning, clean food. If it's in the afternoon, clean food. That's basically what I've worked in now. En 'n paar skoene gaan ingepak word want ek gaan draf. That's the thing, So it's extremely difficult, and it resulted in me literally last year November. It was almost 70 kgs that I weigh 62 now, so you can imagine.
8 kgs heavier.
Yeah.
You were 8 kilograms heavier. Yeah, the festive season was nice. Quarter 4, Baba. Quarter 4, yes. I was winning Q1, Q2, Q3. Mara quarter 4, it
no, it was bad. No, it was really bad. But yeah,
so what happened, if I may ask, in that quarter, right? Obviously, because a lifestyle is obviously about how you manage it. Yeah. And that will obviously lead into my next question, but knowing now what you know, it's like, because we wishful thinkers. We go into seasons thinking, oh, it won't be that bad, or even the opposite, it won't be that good, No, it won't be that much fun, and then you end up enjoying it so much, you let go a bit. It's like, yeah, I'll eat this and I'll eat that. Like you say now, sometimes we get so busy there's no time to eat healthy food. I think that's probably, and I'm gonna take you on a bit. I might offend you. I'm not, but luckily you are not a offended person.
I'm not offended. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And there's offenses. I know offenses. It's as a name, but maybe making better choices in the sense of
100%.
Just choosing the
100%.
healthier option instead of taking, because you don't pick up 8 kilos from.
It was a choice, and I made the wrong choice, and it's so. Man, it's so silly. It is really extremely silly that one goes into that knowing very well. Jordan Peterson actually said this once, and he said it so well. He's like, what are you busy doing at the moment that you know that you're not supposed to be doing? And that was me. I knew that, Tabs, you're not supposed to eat this much, you're not supposed to drink this much whiskey, but yet you are there.
Maravat, J&B?
No,
Johnny Walker.
So I'm a hobbyist, believe it or not. I'm a whiskey hobbyist, so I love different whiskeys. I've tasted over 500 different whiskeys. So I love what it literally does to my taste buds. One of my favorite, if not my favorite whiskey, is called Slaughterhouse. It comes from America.
Okay.
It is an amazing bourbon. But I'm more of a definitely bourbon guy, and locally I would say most probably your Glenfiddich.
Glenfiddich, okay. Scottish.
Man.
It's actually in up there, call it Scotch.
On a good day.
Pour me a Scotch.
On a good day.
A bourbon or a Scotch, eh? Okay.
But yeah, like I said, that was just the wrong choices, and to your point,
But there's nothing wrong with the whiskey. Don't guys
not obsessive, yes.
Bly nugter en waaksaam. Stay sober minded.
Matigheid voor u.
Matigheid, die pad is nat. Wees versigtig. Okay, yeah. But it's
100%,
almost just like maybe
100%.
one or two many, or
Yes,
you know,
yes,
or too regularly.
yes,
That would be the
yes,
thing.
yes,
Too
yes, yes.
regularly.
Yeah, because you gig a lot. Now it's exactly like you say. It's too regular. It's like now I maybe gig twice a month, and the rest of the time I'm at home. But in September, going on to November, it's almost every weekend.
Gig.
Exactly.
So now where it's
Exactly.
twice a month, it's 8 times a month because it's 2 a weekend. I
100%.
see you. Okay,
100%.
we need to work on that, eh?
I agree with you.
I know a guy that can help you. We'll be back soon. Welcome back, guys. So we're gonna dive into the obviously lifestyle and all the things that we preach about: sleep, hydration, eating, stretching, training, cryotherapy, and obviously meditation. But going back to what you just said now, you went back onto my question. Please elaborate on the obviously the season change and, you know, us making mistakes, because we know what we're doing. It's not like in the past we made mistakes because we didn't know. Now we do know. And, you know, on the one side you say it's so simple, so it's not that hard, but I want you to answer, and then I'm going to ask you another question.
No, 100%. I think now that I know better, and it's quite amazing, you know, I can literally clearly remember, man, when I came here to you, I think it was January there around, and I'm like, dude, I feel crap. I don't know what to do. Let's just do something, but I don't want this tummy. I don't want to feel this lump feeling that I'm feeling right now. Let's do something. But I think I got to this point, like, especially this season now, that I told myself that, okay, cool. Tubbs, you saw what happened to you. Are you going to allow that to happen again? And my immediate answer is no. And dit is rarig, daai hele ding van, I wouldn't even say it's ignorance. It's just, it's dumb. It's dumb because,
foolishness.
yes, it's foolishness because you know that eating that much, eating what you're not supposed to eat, drinking that much, it results into you basically gaining weight, you feeling bad, like your mental health also just goes backwards. So now that I know better, I know how to go into the season, you know. Now I've planned for the season, and I think sometimes that's literally all that you need, is you need that planning into the next season. You need that gap. Also, you need the lesson. Like, the last year was a great lesson for me, that Tubbs, you don't want to end up there anymore. So now I'm going to do everything to not end up there. And it's become so easy now because I've made it a lifestyle, and I believe that I will be able to carry on with this lifestyle. Like, I'm even leading on a fasted life now, where I fast 3 times a week, which is amazing. Someone was asking me, I went on holiday with my family 2 weeks ago, and we went to Cape Town, and they asked me, did you keep to that? I'm like, and I did. And it was hard, but I did, and I felt good about it because I was like, so it means that I'm ready for this coming busy season, because now I know that even though I'm on holiday, even though I'm not in routine, I'll still be able to fast and eat clean, and which I did.
Oh man,
Yeah.
man, that's something I admire so much. I will honestly sit here and say I can't get that under the belt. I have been doing the one, let's call it a half a day fast, or 80%. It's basically like just a bit longer than an intermittent fast. So I stay empty for maybe 18 to 20 hours on a Sunday, and man, when that clock hits when it hits 4, I am eating everything. Like I'm alcohol in. Whatever I didn't eat from this morning. And it's quite, you know, it's yet again why I say I'm a bit hypocritical, because, you know, I'm preaching all these you know, let's call it first principles, all these first principles about health. And, you know, one of the biggest first principles, and it's biblically, or biblical, but it's stated biblically, that we need to fast. It's through fasting and prayer that, you know, we get rid of bad spirits, bad energies, and literally detoxify, if you could call it that, but get rid of all the toxins in our body. And that's something I've been really, really struggling with.
It's hard, man. I won't say it's easy. I will
really
not say it's easy. It's extremely hard, and it's a mental thing. And I always tell people that I was never ready 2 years ago, a year ago. I wasn't ready until literally I got an intervention from God to fast, and then it went so well that I asked God, like He gave me a time limit to fast, and it went so well that I asked Him to fast longer, and He was like, "No, are you silly? Are you making fasting your God? I'm your God." So I had to stop, and then recap and say, "Okay, cool. Then rather live a fasted lifestyle." But I must say, because I fasted for such a long time, it's literally the brain kicked in. Like you just go in that drive, and it becomes easy to do. So, or let me say easier to do. It's never easy.
Yeah, it's never easy.
Yeah.
It becomes simpler.
Yeah.
Simpler. But simple, like we say, simple and easy. It's not the same thing. Complex and hard. It's very easy to complicate things, and it's very hard to keep it simple.
100%.
Okay, so yeah, but I think yet again, every single person or whoever sees this, and whether it's only in 5 years' time that this video blows up, like a lot of these people that start their season one, the season one only gets views when season 5 is out, you know, because then people go back and they're like, cool.
That's where it started.
That's where it started. Now it's funny. Oh, now it's funny. Now. So, but you know, whoever watches this, even if it's just my athletes, which is why I intended this for the beginning, and obviously to grow it, is to see the importance of it. You know, you can relate, and this is obviously just open question again. The benefits from it. What did you experience through fasting? Was it more clarity? Was it more energy? Were you calmer? Were you more calm? Did you sleep better? What were the things? And you know, don't just glorify it, because a lot of times we glorify things because we want people to see, oh, it's great. No. I want to hear everything, because even the suffering is good. So I want my people to know.
I actually wanted to start with
alles.
I wanted to start with that and said that I think it was most probably the most terrible time of my life, but also the best. It's weird. It's weird to say that, I know.
Die slechtste, maar die beste.
So, of course, man, the hunger pains, they're not lacquer. Of course, you know, you go to functions and you go to places, you can't partake. And because for me, it was on a spiritual term, I would try and never tell people that I'm fasting, unless now I'm like in a corner, I can't lie about it. And it's quite clear that, okay, Tabs, you're the only person in the room not eating, what's happening, you know? Then I have to come out with it. But I always try and basically just get away from it, because that's also what the word says, is that we shouldn't really go out there and proclaim, I'm fasting, or whatever the case may be. Like, for instance, I had to tell because I come and train.
As jy my nie gesê
Yes.
het, het ons jou dood geoefen.
So
you would have died.
So that I had to be mindful of, you know. But besides that, it was also the best time. I can remember, it's not that the time went without challenges. I think I actually even experienced my hardest challenges in that time, you know, in my personal life. But I've never felt that close to God ever, but also I've never felt that good in my body. It's almost like other senses gets fired. It's almost like your body goes into survival mode, and it forces you then to think clearer. It forces you to do things more well. And the first few days are the hardest. Like the first 4-5 days are the hardest, and then it becomes easier. It becomes literally like a lifestyle. And it made me notice something as well. I don't know where the culture comes from that we should eat 3 times a day. I don't even think that people in the Bible ate 3 times a day. I really don't think so. But we've created this culture. We've created this culture of, you come into a restaurant, you have a starters, you have a main, and then afterwards you have a dessert. Guys, that's a lot.
We're eating 9 meals a day.
Yeah.
We're eating 6 to 9 meals a day.
I don't think we should be doing that. I honestly don't think we should be doing that.
I'm gonna be contemplating my everything I've ever learned about sports nutrition, because most athletes eat 4 to 6 times a day.
But isn't that also most probably more to your healthier side and for energy? I think that most probably that's then understandable.
No, true, but you know, then you read up and about like, now, are we supposed to, you know, eat so many times? And you know, you sort of, if you eat so many times and so often, where's where's that time of the day when the body's in a fasting state? You know, when is that?
Whoa,
You know?
yes, no, I hear you.
It's never there.
I hear you.
It's
I
never
hear you.
there. So, you know, it's just add on. We never get a time to actually get rid of dead cells and old cells.
Wow.
And we need to. It's very important, because what is cancer? Cancer at the end of the day is your body not getting rid of old cells. We all have cancer cells in us. And tumors form from dead cells piling up together and basically becoming an active, like a reborn, it's like a zombie cell.
Sure.
And it eats up all the other cells. So for me, it's like, you know, I've got a lot of reading and thinking and studying to do, because I mean, you can never get to a point where you know everything, and you will never. So I'm probably gonna do this till the day I die. But I think this weekend I'm gonna try and just, you know, because it's been bugging me for a while.
I hear you.
It's been the fasting thing has been on my mind for probably 4 or 5 years, but I've never had the time to really like. And now the last couple of months with you, and you know, always, you know, even Marteli's coming to me a lot and saying, "Oh, where do you want to be so fast? And he gave me the shaky man, blah blah blah." And then, you know, it just kept on coming in my head, and I'm like, yo, but I really need to read into it more. I advise all my clients here to at least have one day in the week
where 100%.
you minimalize
100%.
intake and stay fasted for 20 plus hours. But you know, I read about a lot of people that say a man eats when the work is done.
Yo.
And a lot of cultures believe in that.
But why is it like that though? I hear you, and that's what I sometimes tend to do on my eating days now. Like I would work and then leave eating for last, or even eat while you work, which is so unhealthy.
But now that's the thing. That's you see, yes, you really so snatch again. This has just become this whole flippin' theoretical, theological.
It's good. I love such discussions. Yes, yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing now. Where do we draw the line?
Yeah.
What is healthy? What is unhealthy?
100%.
Because we don't just live alone off water and bread, right? We all know that. The Greek word for diet is actually consumption. So it's not what you eat. It's obviously everything you consume through your eyes, your ears, your nose.
Whoa,
it's all your senses.
Because you're supposed to probably diet from those stuff as well.
Yeah, that's your diet. Your diet is alles wat inkom.
You schooled me today, man.
Yeah, so that is what it is. So, but now we've become dietitians, and it's only about the actual food. But food is only 1/5 of our diet. So, you know, it's like natural sunlight, you know, like who you touch, what you smell, what you hear, what you see, what you feel, and everything. So, and obviously taste is a big thing. But taste obviously with eating, and smell a little bit. But now you're trying to ask yourself, what is healthy? Once a day, twice a day? Do you fast? Do you fast every day 16 hours? Do you fast once a year? Do you fast for 2 weeks at once? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, and going back to that, obviously me hearing that, you know, it was what you gave us, the info, your question you answered was, you know, it was the toughest thing to do, but the best thing to do. And thinking more clear, and, you know, having time to almost, and it also, like, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it makes you more grateful.
No, definitely. I was actually sharing.
You appreciate food more.
Literally yesterday I was telling my family this. I was like, because I live a fasted lifestyle, it's almost like I can taste food better. And I can appreciate food way better than I used to. When I think in my past, it was just to eat, you know, to get full and to have taste and whatever the case may be. But now it's more like, man, flip ek biltong, proe dit actually, dis baie lekker. And whatever else I'm eating, I'm really into it. Like I can taste that there's a difference, you know. And it hit me the other day because I used to, or not used to, but I like rocket. And I ate it the other day and I'm like, man, this tastes good. But that was also after my 3 days of fasting, you know. So I fast Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That was after that time. I think ek het 'n toebroodjie geëet met rocket op and oh man, it was good. It was so good. I was like, can it be? And I know that I've most probably had that even like let's say a year back and it didn't taste that good. But I know that now I think my senses are heightened because I give my body a break from that, which is quite nice.
No man, it's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so fasting definitely a big thing. We'll be back shortly. I think we'll ask 1 or 2 more questions around the lifestyle, and then that will be. Was too sad.
We've been out of sync, guys. We've been out of sync.
We are out of sync. Unsync, not in sync. Unsync. So the conversation obviously continues about fasting and eating and all these first principle, let's call them health laws or whatever you call them. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the days I have accidentally fasted, because it does happen.
Yes,
you know,
yes. That you're so busy.
Yeah. A lot of Fridays it happens. I get you, like early in the morning, it's boom, 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 work. And before I know it, it's 2 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, damn it, the next client's already. Like, nah, I mean, it's already 12:30. It feels like they just went like this. Zander is waiting for me outside here. Then I'm running to another one. And then I've got Auntie Paula coming back this afternoon. And it's just so crazy. And then I only, at the end of the day, realized, oh,
I
haven't eaten. But then those days, I have so much energy. I feel like I can go forever. And that's the body literally running off of old cells, like breaking down and burning fat and burning excess. And excess never leads to better things, no matter what you are. For me, I've seen it, excess only leads to trouble, no matter what it is. Excess of anything, too much. Te feel it. And that conversation is a deep conversation, man. What is te feel? What is too much? So let's not go into that. Everyone, fasting, we can agree on fasting. I'll read up on it. I'll give everyone a little bit more information regarding that. Let's talk about something like, 2 things I want to talk about. The first one will be thermogenesis, what they would call cryotherapy. But the actual word thermogenesis is the body's capability of increasing and decreasing in temperature. So what is the max your body can go? What is the minimum temperature your body can go? And like, what can you handle? Where does it stay level? And how well does it auto-regulate and all of that? And obviously, if we force our body temperatures high, the body forces to push it down. And the same, if we shoot it down, the body is forced to pick it up. And there's a lot of health benefits regarding that, because obviously we bulletproof our immune system. Well, we built such a big immune system because now the body can actually auto-regulate at a bigger scale. You know, if you only fluctuate 1 or 2 up and 1 or 2 down, the body only has an auto-regulator of 4 degrees. But if you push it, like some people can push it 7, 8 up, 7, 8 down, like 14 to 16 degree auto-regulation. So, you know, what do you enjoy about heat and cold? Do you use it as therapy? And then also meditation. Do you meditate? Do you believe in meditating? How do you meditate?
So that's nice questions, man. I've literally come to expand my knowledge through BFIT. I must be honest, and through you teaching me getting into an ice bath. So, I did not. Oh my goodness, guys! Do you see the skin color? It's black. Coldness and black, we don't mix, right? I can take heat. I can literally. I can.
You know, he's probably the only guy in this gym, right? He's probably the only guy in this gym that has not gotten
ice
into
bath.
the ice. No,
You're kidding me.
He doesn't want to. When? Once.
Yeah.
Once. Yeah, like once. Okay, once. The other guys get in once, and the next time I don't know if
they want to go again.
They bring themselves. They're like, "No, let's do it."
You know,
Yeah,
and that's
it's
exactly
so,
me. So I know I do not. I don't handle the cold well. Like we had the coldest day of 2024, Monday. And Monday and Tuesday basically, and I hated every bit of it, right? But the heat, man, like 40 degrees, bring it, I'll take it, any day, bring it, I'll take it. But the cold is something that I really do not like. But I've almost gotten to a place of being addicted to the ice bath now, because every time when I get here, I'm like, I'm gonna train. After training, get into your ice bath.
The ice bath is back and up and running. We only closed it down for the middle. So middle of the winter, but it's back up and running. So from next week you're in there. Hey?
Let's go. No, I absolutely love it. But it's exactly like you said. You know, there is a discomfort to it, but I know that there is a benefit to my body to it, and I can feel it when I get out. It's almost like all the cylinders are firing when I get out, man. Then I'm ready for the day. Then I'm ready to go. My body feels good. Even like my mental health, I feel that I am in a very, very better state, you know, which is quite amazing. So I must be honest with you. I'm very ignorant to really what the full benefits are of an ice bath. But I know that whenever I'm done with it, I feel so good. Good.
Then it doesn't really matter what the benefits are, does it?
I hear you can feel it.
Like, now I need to know, is it testosterone or growth hormone? Is it my endorphins or is it my serotonin? Is it no, it feels better. It creates brown fat, makes your skin more elastic.
I love it. I love it.
Like Pharrell Williams, Pharrell Williams?
Yes.
I mean, what, he's 50-something, he's almost 60.
And look at how it looks like.
He's never had any surgery done, nothing. He doesn't believe in it. Yeah. And he only believes in cold therapy. He says he only washes his face with ice cold water. Every morning he literally throws ice cubes in the water and he washes his face with literally ice water and ice cubes. And he also...
What's that?
And he also plunges, he cold plunges every single day. And his skin is so elastic because remember, obviously, heat and cold with the skin also makes our skin more elastic. And what the cold does, right? It builds brown fat. So visceral fat, like yellow fat, can't bind to brown fat. So it has to get rid of it. But what brown fat does is it's like an insulator, and it makes your skin a lot more like flexible, stretchy. And it also gives like a type of smoothness to the skin. If there's a light brown fat layer underneath, so it's very beautiful. So ice, you can't. And a lot of people will say, "Yo, no, I won't get into ice." You know, not everyone has to be. I see a lot of people posting stuff like, you know, look at this guy.
It's like ain't nobody got time for this.
But yeah, that's the thing. People are like, yo, where do you get time for this and that and meditate every day? And I sit in the ice for 5 minutes and I meditate in
at the same time.
Yeah, while I stretch, I meditate.
100%.
Where do you get time to stretch for an hour? I meditate now. There's only 24 hours. B, you lying? I'm like, no, because I still work 14 hours a day, but 2 of those hours I'm training and working at the same time because I fall in with a session. So
it's amazing that you say that. So
things.
In my car, as much as I work for Jacaranda FM, in my car it is the whole time impact or praise and worship. That is literally the time that I meditate. My wife will tell you.
That's the next question. Sorry, meditate.
I do the weirdest thing, right? I have a speaker, and literally I say the speaker is anointed with the Holy Spirit because I don't know how the speaker hasn't packed up yet with all the years. I think I have it like for 5-6 years. I take it into the shower with me every time and I play praise and worship. That is most probably the time that I am, because it's so mindless to wash. It's almost like you can do it in your sleep, you know? But then I know that I can tune into God through praise and worship. So literally that's what I do. I put on praise and worship and I get into the shower, and that's how basically I get ready. It's my everyday routine. Like every single day, that's what I do. And that's also how I expose myself to new Christian music, contemporary Christian music, because I literally go on Spotify, I put on my old playlist, but I allow Spotify to hook up new songs in, and then I get to learn those new songs as well. So for me, meditation, it's literally, it's exactly like you said. You're so on point. You can do it anywhere, anytime. But I also wake up at 4:30 to spend alone time with God. I think it's important. Not everybody can do it, and I'm not judging anybody who doesn't do it.
Some
I
people's
also,
lifestyles don't allow it.
I also didn't start just in jail because for me, some bad stuff happened in my life, man. I needed God like at the center, and literally, I got to a point, and it's quite a weird point. I got to a point where I spent that time with him at 4:30 to 5 o'clock in the morning, and when I didn't do it, I felt guilty. And then I got to a point when I didn't do it, I started longing for it, and then I knew that I'm in the right place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing, man. I need to do more of that. I am terrible at meditating. I'm getting better. I go through phases. Like, I can have 8 months where it's going very well,
There's
and then
seasons,
4 months
brother.
where it's very
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
There are seasons. There's so many seasons. Then there's times where I can lie comfortably and read and do Bible study, and I'm so calm. And then there's times where it's just like,
Easy. Yeah.
like I don't have time even
And that's
to...
the thing, like, give yourself grace for those times. And I think that's what God tried to communicate with me in my busy time as well, is give yourself grace for those times. Don't feel guilty about it, because what's going to happen is you're going to start literally forming a relationship with God that as ek jou nie vir 2 maande sien nie, gaan ek jou mis. Ek gaan nie guilty voel dat ek jou nie gaan sien nie, of dat ek jou nie sien nie, but because we're close, because we're brothers, I'm going to miss you. And that's literally what that's literally what happens with God, is that you start missing. 100%.
Ja, en jy gaan nie daai vriend wees wat sê, hoorie, maak jy nou nie meer tyd vir my nie.
100%.
Yeah, that's understanding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an awesome way of looking at it. Okay, seasons. I'll get better. It will automatically go back. Okay. No, this is awesome. It's really lovely for me to hear. But I think the fasting is, and obviously you starting with ice therapy, especially in the summer. You felt it like in Feb and March. You know, if it's really hot and you train, you sweat, and you jump into the ice just for like 3 or 4 minutes or 5 minutes, get out, rinse in the hot water. You feel like you're glowing.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, definitely. Oh, you
like
feel.
you feel. And imagine now the ice, because you did the ice and the fasting.
Yeah.
I can imagine you felt like
it was
absolute
really
machine.
amazing. I don't want to lie to you. It was really amazing. Look, it's definitely a mental thing as well, because I always try and do this. I always try and place myself in uncomfortable positions.
Amen.
Be it at work, be it in the gym, be it at home. Like with anything. I know I was terrible at spending time with my kids. Like terrible, because I didn't have that example growing up. My parents didn't necessarily say, hey, nou gaan ons tyd saam spandeer, ons gaan kaarte speel. Nou gaan ons dit doen, nou gaan ons dat doen. It always used to be like organic. I'll maybe drive somewhere with my dad, or he'd be working and then I'll join him in working. But there was never that, ek gaan nou tyd saam met jou spandeer, I'm going to eyeball you, right? And I had to learn that with my kids. So that's also placing myself in a very uncomfortable position. So everywhere in my life, I literally try, and if I know that this is uncomfortable, I'm like, then you're going to go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Whenever something is difficult or uncomfortable, then that's your answer. If 10 people say no, then you know.
Yeah.
So yes. You ask a group of people, do you think I should do this? If 10 say no, or the majority say no, it's a yes.
100% we
I
go
love
for
that.
it.
I absolutely love that, man. No, you weet wat, nee, Thabiso, it's always a pleasure having you here. It's always nice to, get different, because that's what this is about, It needs to create insights. It's not supposed to give you answers, because there are no answers,
It's not supposed to give you, it's not supposed to make you feel guilty.
No,
it's not supposed to. Yeah, no, I get you.
No, we're here to help people and give you guys
100%.
different perspectives. And I think
100%.
just these couple of questions in the first part of this episode, which obviously the first one, now this one, we get an understanding of who you are, how busy you are, and there's a lot of people out there that can relate to that, in the sense of maybe managing 4, 5, 6 things, and some people have more linear lives, some people have multidimensionals, whatever the case may be, but for someone that understands their seasons, still tries to stick to the basics, still try and eat clean, keep your water intake well, prioritize sleep. It's very nice to see. And listen, we we are here for you. BFIT's here for you.
I know. Thank you.
So please, just keep rocking up and. Yeah, man, it's my brain is baffled there. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about fasting now. I'm really thinking about it.
Guys, so it's quite amazing. Quick story before we end. How I got to fasting was, firstly, I wanted to interview someone, and then they told me that they were on a 21-day fast. They can't do anything entertainment-wise. And I respected that. And he was a kaier gat, mind you. Like, he drinks, he kaiers. And I was like, whoa, okay, cool. And then I went to, that very same week, I went to church, and at church they were like, hey guys, we're busy with a 21-day fast. And I was like, not for me. I can feel you're communicating, not for me. And then what I do is, when I'm in the car, I listen to sermons, or like I say, to praise and worship on my way to work and back. I promise you, the title of the sermon didn't say anything about fasting. In the sermon, the pastor's like, hey guys, our church is going on a 21-day fast. And then I was like, okay, cool, no, this is God. This is really God talking to me. So literally, it was on a Wednesday, I can remember. On the Monday, I started fasting. And I never looked back. So it's a journey.
Wow.
It's a journey.
Man, I'm gonna really push it from one day to I'm gonna try for more. But it is difficult, you know, when you do a lot of active things on your feet, carrying stuff up and down on the fields. I'm here, I'm there, then I'm massaging people. No. But thank you for the insights. Thank you for always being open and honest. Thank you, Thabiso. We're gonna get him to jump in the ice soon. But yeah, good luck for the rest of the quarter. And you know, winter's almost over. Look after your knees. Keep listening to your body. You know, even like you said, you let go. But you know, I've sort of like worked alongside with whatever you can say at the back end since 2018, you know, so it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 1 or 2 years where it was like, you know, just touch and go and touch base. But you know, you have done this so many times. You know exactly what to do and what not to do, but it's also nice for me to see that you can bounce back so quickly. You know, 3-4 months, 5 months, 8 kilos gone. That's inspirational. You know, keep that up. Keep being a good light. Keep making people laugh and smile, and keep making them think. 'Cause I'm going down a rabbit hole here. I'm serious. I'm going down a rabbit hole.
Man. But don't feel judged though. Don't feel judged.
No, don't feel judged. No, for me it's all about how to help others.
Come on, 100%.
So now, with
100%.
what I am studying and investing my time into, it's all just sports science. So it's obviously, the science is usually proven backwards. So it's like you need to go into that, you know.
100%.
Allowing athletes to still, maybe an athlete's fasting because of, you know, what he needs and what he goes through. He'll be obviously a lot more hungry than a normal human being. So therefore, the extent of the fast has got an exponential effect on someone, because it's like, if you, for example, 2 out of 10 units hungry versus I'm 8 out of 10 units hungry, and we both have to fast for 4 hours, I can promise you the one that's more hungry starting the fast is going to end up being the hungriest one. So I think just to implement it into their lives, you know, whether it be a Sunday 16 hours or maybe a Thursday 16 hours, just to have that time where there's a lot of water, maybe a lot of stretching, and then the body uses the dead cells as the energy.
100%.
But
100%.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a champ. We all love you. We all care for you, man. And hopefully we see you back on the
flip side.
On the giving side. Not the receiving side, but on the giving side. Awesome. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Go on to YouTube for BFIT Community, and on Spotify for BFIT Podcast. Thank you so much, guys.